For as long as I can remember, I've been obsessed with jumping and especially dunking. And like a lot of young basketball players, I tried just about every jump program and exercise you can possibly imagine, trying to increase my vertical. But for the most part, my dunking dreams were just that, dreams. As I got older, I kind of gave up on my dream of dunking. I thought those days had passed me by. But I started seeing all these crazy YouTube videos of incredible dunkers doing dunks that are right out of a video game. And it totally got me dreaming again of what might be possible. Even for an old guy like me, I had to go for it again.
Do it for the fan, bottom line, all you need is motivation. Baby, tell me what you're thinking, I'ma give it motivation.
Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic.
Like if you work hard enough, you can literally do anything. I believe that.
My name's Andy Nicholson. I'm 43 years young, and I'm gonna start training tomorrow for my first dunk contest. There's a dunk contest here in Utah called FitCon. It's on April 30th. You have to submit a video in order to get in. When I would train really hard, I could dunk for a while. If I stopped training, it would go away. And so it's not something that's just been easy or natural for me. I've had to work really hard. I just want to push as far as I possibly can. I just want to find out what's my genetic limit, what's the farthest I can possibly push myself.
And when Andy told me that he wanted to be in a dunk contest, it was actually kind of funny. I literally laughed out loud.
Andy dunking, it's funny to me because we've been playing for so long. I mean, just getting Andy to pass to me is a feat.
But he's like, hey, I want to be in a dunk contest. And I was like, okay, are you sure?
I think it's beyond insane. At 44, 45 years old, Andy Nicholson would be nuts.
Age is tough, because I'm only 24 and I feel like I'm already feeling the creak starting to go into my knees, my joints.
Because you're going to tear something up. I promise you that's going to happen.
So to hear that someone's trying to dunk at all, especially at like 5'10", 6 foot nothing, at 40 whatever, is pretty ludicrous. Yeah. But I love it.
To me, if something is humanly possible, that means I can do it, you know? And I think everybody should believe that. Even if it's not humanly possible, then to be the first one to do it.
I mean, when he told me he wanted to be in the dunk contest, I told him go for it because you're never going to know until you try.
Andy, you're not entering a dunk contest, are you? Please tell me you're not entering a dunk contest. Are you?
I remember in high school, he really wanted these like jump shoes. Can't even remember what they're called now. They're like the platform. They kind of look crazy.
I remember those stupid strength shoes that he would come over and play in the driveway for hours with the strength shoes on, and really working hard all the time, trying to get there.
What do you got there?
These?
Yeah.
These are Jimmy's training shoes. Yeah, I've seen these things. What are they? They make your legs stronger. Oh, yeah. Jimmy couldn't jump at all before he got these. Jimmy was like you.
They're plyometric.
Plyometric?
Yeah, they isolate the muscles. The muscle has to grow or die.
Even though it's been 25 years, there are certain things you can remember really well, and one thing I do remember very vividly is the Blue Springs game. I had told a couple of my buddies, tonight's the night, I'm dunking in this game. Kid brings the ball up the floor, I ripped him, go down, get a layup. Very next play, he comes back up the floor, I rip him again. And I'm like, it's on. I'm dunking this thing. And I got hung so bad.
Can't lie, I was in the game and I laughed. I was totally laughing. It was a hoot. And I was sitting close to Coach Lathrop, and I remember him looking over down the bench and saying, "Did he try to dunk that son of a bitch?"
When I saw him try to do it, I said, he's lost his mind. He's definitely going to the bench. It's going to be a long game for him. But I also remember, not just the Blue Springs game, the other games, he never passed me the ball.
It was horrible. It was one of my most embarrassing experiences. I think my high school teammates would probably say they never saw me dunk.
Andy Nicholson. Do I remember Andy Nicholson dunking in high school? Never. Ever.
I spent many a days in Andy's backyard with the goal lowered and Andy working on his dunks, and he was successful then, but not on a 10-foot.
I have never seen Andy complete a full dunk in high school, but he hit the back of that rim so hard that it would go to half court.
I don't recall ever seeing Andy dunk in high school. I don't think Andy ever dunked in high school.
He's always wanted to dunk, that's for sure. This much more, Andy. This much more.
Andy was an extreme visualist, if you would say. He visualized dunking all kinds of different ways, but it just never came to fruition for Andy.
And that was probably why Coach Lathrop was so pissed and took me out of the game, because had never seen me dunk, and I'm trying to dunk in a game. He probably thought that was just ridiculous. And maybe it was, but, you know, I remember the story of Michael Jordan, right? He had never dunked before. His first dunk of his life was in a game when he was in 9th grade. Jordan can do it, why not me? It's Saturday, January 9th, 2016. I am on my way for my second group dunk session of my life. I'm meeting up with Clint and Dallin, who are both awesome, amazing dunkers. So it's Wednesday, January 20th, I think. It's like 5:40 in the morning, and I'm kind of coming down with a cold. I was so just tired and not motivated today, but I got to get in there and work out. This dunk contest is only like 3 months away, and I still have so far to go, so it's you know, you gotta make yourself do things you don't want to do to reach your goals.
I will never stop, 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 I will never stop.
I will never stop like a marathon in Boston. Don't get it confused, cause I never feel exhaustion. I will take your game, then I hold it off a hostage. Know your boy be running it, and I ain't talking faucet. Lost it, flow too sick, you getting nauseous. Sticking out your neck, but you be looking like an ostrich. I push you around like we both up in a mosh pit. I ain't from the streets, but you crossing me with caution. Never fade like an evergreen. You could hate for
the crazy exercises. I mean, the craziest by far was the hip thrusters.
The hip thrusters.
And again, I think it's probably something we should just show.
I'm not sure that we can show this on this video.
Would that make it PG-13 at least? Okay, I'll demonstrate. Andy would bend down to the chair, and then he would throw himself up like that, and he would grunt as he did it. So it was like this, and like that. And so, yeah, we watched that, and we thought, what in the heck is he doing? We were a little embarrassed.
Actually, you were doing it with him. And
Oh, that's right.
I had my camera
That's right.
on record.
Oh, that's right. You did.
It
And
went fairly viral.
It ended up going viral. It was a lot of fun. But you know what? I didn't end up jumping higher.
I've been having a lot of issues with my left knee for the last, I'd say about the last 5 weeks. So I feel like I needed to get it checked and looked at.
So when Andy first came in, he had very limited motion, very limited control, and a lot of pain, discomfort, a lot of sensitivity in his knee. The reason that was because there were a bunch of muscles around his hip and knee that weren't firing. So he could still go out and run, he could still go out and jump, he could still go out and train, but not as well as he should be able to.
I just got done with Jesse Wild doing the muscle activation for the first time. I actually noticed a kind of a difference. My knee just feels a little bit better. He did a few tests where he puts your, bends the knee, puts the foot in a certain spot, and he does tests to see how strong you are in those different joint angles. He found some places where he's like, yeah, that's not firing as fast as it should. It's a little bit, he called it spongy. It's a little bit spongy. And it was weird, like he would then just do a really kind of mild massage, I guess where the muscle attaches, and then he'd retest it, and you could tell like an immediate difference. The big question is, will this help me jump higher? It seems like it would. If my muscles are firing better, faster, if the CNS can really work, then I should jump higher. So I'm just gonna go with that. I'm gonna jump higher. Where this kind of thing all started, I've always been obsessed with jumping, always wanted to jump higher. And at age 39, as I was getting close to my 40th birthday, I was like, I wonder if I could dunk. As of age 39, I hadn't dunked in 10 years. And so I was like, man, I wonder if I could dunk again. And so I started doing a jump program called Jump Manual, and I started tracking. So over the last 5 years, this literally is, these are like all my workouts for the last 5 years. And I can tell you, a date, how much weight I lifted, how much I weighed, what my waist size was, my body fat. I track all this stuff. And yeah, I'm a little obsessed. The big goal I set when I started that program was I wanted to be able to do a two-handed dunk. And so I just trained and trained and trained and trained, and I actually I did get a dunk, but I never got a two-hander. I got a one-hand before I turned 40. And since then, I've kind of gone up so I could dunk, and I get one-hand dunks, and I stop, take a break, and my vert will go down, and then I start training again, and I get back up, and I could dunk one hand, and then we'll kind of hit a plateau, and then we'll go back down, and so I just up and down, up and up and down, but I always get to this point where I could get a one-handed dunk, and that was as far as I could get. And then this week, after 5 years of chasing this two-hand dunk, I got it. If you've ever really, really wanted something and you've just worked as hard as you feel like you can and just worked and worked and worked and you finally got it, you know how I felt yesterday.
Dunking is special. I still remember like the first day I ever dunked. It was January 10th, 1989. Like, I remember that. I would celebrate the anniversary every year. I was 15 years old. I just turned 15 at the Race South Gym. I remember which goal it was, which rim. Like, I will never forget that day. The dunk is special. There's no question.
It's definitely just the way it feels when you're like just in the air, and then like when you dunk it as hard as you can, it just, I don't know, it just feels amazing. It's a huge explosion of emotions.
Never thought it was even close to possible for me to do it at my height, 5'10". Didn't know any of my friends that could. I started training, jumping a lot, and after months of training, close attempts off 1 foot, I went to the gym, and I missed, kept back rimming, kept in and out, really close attempts, and finally got one down. It was like a surreal moment. I was extremely pumped. I succeeded and got that goal of my first dunk down. I could not believe it. I dunked. It was a great feeling.
Just got home from working out, doing bounce kit, and this showed up in the mail. This is from Jordan Kilgannon. In my opinion, the GOAT of dunking.
Kilgannon.
Not in the NBA, but he is an athlete. Oh man, that's ball.
Oh my gosh. That's so sweet.
This is the shirt he was wearing when he hit the lost and found dunk. If all things go according to plan, I'm gonna hopefully be in a dunk contest. My first dunk contest at age 44 in a few months, and this is what I'll definitely wear, and hopefully it'll help me jump a little higher. Thanks, Jordan. Shows to me, you know, when you chase your dreams, when you go for something that you're really passionate about, that cool things just happen.
It's 4:22 a.m. and I'm on the way to the gym to work out. The reason I'm up this early is I have a 8:30 a.m. flight, so I got to be on my way to the airport by 6:30. This is what you do when you're obsessed, when you have big goals and you're not going to let anything get in your way to get in your workout. So the dunk contest now is just under 6 weeks away. When you really want something, you don't let an early flight stop you from working out.
I will never stop. 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 I will never stop.
I will never stop like a marathon in Boston. Don't get it confused, cause I never feel exhaustion. I will take your game, then I hold it off a hostage. Know your boy be running it, and I ain't talking faucet. Lost it, flow too sick, you getting nauseous. Sticking out your neck, but you be looking like an ostrich. I push you around like we both up in a mosh pit. I ain't from the streets, but you crossing me with caution. Never fade like an evergreen. You could hate forever, but it only give me energy. I hope you get better, yeah, my words could be your medicine. Crush you like a beetle, but you know I never.
2 weeks before FitCon, and I still haven't heard if I'm in the contest or not. I'm nervous about two things. I'm nervous that I won't get in, and I'm nervous that I will. So, but I've been training, like, killing myself for about 5 months now, so it would be a huge disappointment to not get in. But I'm also, if I do get in, I'm scared I'm gonna have an epic fail and not make any dunks. I'm here at the gym. I'm gonna try and get in some new dunks. I feel pretty good today.
So I'm going crazy. I haven't heard from FitCon. It's less than 2 weeks now from the contest. If I don't get in, I mean, it would suck because this is like a dream I've had since I was 13, and it seems like everything was coming together for that to work out. But you know, I'm I've just worked as hard as I can and just leave it kind of in their hands.
Every session he was getting higher and higher and higher, but it was still, the question was still there. Is he good enough to impress judges to let him come and compete in a dunk contest?
Oh my gosh. I'm in. Dallon's in. His friend Magic, I've heard about, is in. And me, and then some guy I've never heard of. But our buddy Clint is not on here, so that sucks. I'm so happy, but I'm sick to my stomach. Oh man, that's awesome, but I'm very nervous about it too.
When people ask me, like, what about somebody my age, and they're like 30 years old, I'm like, man, listen, this guy Andy, he's like 43 years old, and he's entering his first dunk contest, and like, you know, that's all I need to say, and they're convinced. Like, it's such a cool story to hear, man.
I did a little bit of a dunk practice yesterday morning early, and it actually scared me. I actually didn't land a single dunk. We all have bad days, and I actually felt pretty good, but I wasn't jumping high. And man, I just hope that doesn't happen on Saturday.
It's really awesome to see somebody stepping outside of the norm and following a dream that they've always wanted to follow. And it turns out it doesn't matter what age you are. You can always follow your dreams.
Find that one thing that you really love. And that's the toughest part for a lot of people. But if you can find that one thing and then just go at it, like dive into it, make it your life.
I expect him just to have fun and just go for it, and expect there to be a pretty big crowd. I think he can do it.
What do you think is going to happen in tomorrow's dunk contest?
My dad's gonna totally lose.
How sure are you about that?
100%.
Last time I tried dunking in front of lots and lots of people, it did not go well. In fact, it went really, really bad. So tomorrow's a good chance to redeem myself from the Blue Springs game from 1989. So I gotta make it happen.
It's motivation. Baby, tell me what you're thinking, I'ma give it motivation. Yeah, it's motivation. I've been motivated for a minute now. If you want it, go get it, don't let them bring you down. They said you're sleeping, but we don't listen to word of mouth. Take care of business and family, that's what we dream about. This is what I'm talking about, grinding till the lights go out. All I do is work until I reach the finish line. Motivation pushing me through hard times. Do it for the fam, bottom line, all you need is motivation. Baby, tell me what you're thinking, I'ma give it motivation. Yeah, it's motivation.
Yo, it's Junior Miley on the track now. Steady on me grind with me family on me back now. Kinda lost my way when my brother passed away. Now we back up in the game with a lick more to say now. Motivation family, y'all can't even handle me. I ain't really tripping if these haters ain't a fan of me. Got too much music in my soul for that. Pressure in my chest, the beat that hit me like a heart attack.
It's motivation. Baby, tell me what you're thinking, I'ma give it motivation. Yeah, Yeah, it's motivation. I ain't got no friends, I ain't got no friends. Cause all the time I spend is on chasing ends. Tryna buy my great-grandkid a house, so I can say I got him even when I'm out. That's the only thing that matters to me now. I pay no mind to the heathen, cause they only talking shop. Put a drive on the reason, ain't no stopping till I say so. Gotta turn these tracks into best. It's motivation. Baby, tell me what you're thinking, I'ma give it motivation. Yeah, yeah, it's motivation. Know I bring the fire like a sword.
So, first up, we've got Andy Nicholson. 44 years old. The man is inspiring for everyone. Show us how it's done, Andy. It loose? It's alright. Timer has started. It's in the room a long way from the front door. The front door's a long way. Oh! Punched it through off the glass first try. Nice job, Andy. The front door's a long way. Oh! Judges, we got a 7, we got an 8, and we got a 7. Oh, wow. Breaking out the pin. Next up, Mixon North, this is Utah's reigning mid-continent champion. This is Dallas Finley. Oh my goodness! How the heck windmill? Uh-oh. He got the hoverboard on us. We're getting set. Don't start the timer yet, right? Don't start the timer. Where do you get love from the crowd? Look at that team over the hill dunker. Look at that. What do you got love in the crowd, folks? Come on, give us some love. Oh my goodness, this looks familiar. The timing, folks, come on now. If this goes down, see, I'm going to be leaving the building. I'm going to be leaving the building. Oh my goodness.
I will never stop, I will never stop, I will never stop.
If this was a Hollywood movie, then of course it would end with me doing some ridiculous dunk to win the dunk contest. But this isn't Hollywood, and this was never about winning a dunk contest. This was about fulfilling a lifelong dream, about finding out how far could I really push myself, and doing something that a lot of people thought was impossible. It was such a blast. When you really want something, and you really get after it, I mean really, really go for it, amazing things happen. Go get your dreams.
Never fade like an evergreen. You could hate forever, but it only give me energy. I hope you get better, yeah, my words could be your medicine. Crush you like a beetle, but you know I never let it be. Light bulb, Thomas Edison. Run it like a titan, but I never been to Tennessee. I keep it 100 as a reference to a centipede. I forgive you haters, cause I know it come from jealousy. Working out flows like, did I do that? I'm sick of dealing with thoughts, better find me facts.
Did you already set it?
Yeah, it's done. Yep, we're done.
Oh, thank you. I was setting it.
It was really fast.
Was it a big set? Did I see anything weird? Wow. No wonder Michael Jackson liked this. It feels pretty good.
Yeah, can I have some more? Nope. Dang it. So all better, I can play basketball tomorrow?